Talk, 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 talk. All you do is talk, talk. Really bad, but whatever. It's Gemini season. I'm feeling silly because the energy is so intense, and I say that every week. I will maybe put it as my voicemail. The energy is really intense. Talk to you tomorrow. Anyway, okay. Gemini season, lots of talking. Lots of information getting uncovered too, huh? Because Mercury went direct on, drum roll, when did it station direct? It's station direct, I can't even remember. I know it's direct. It is direct on May 14th, it is direct. Okay, it's station direct on May 14th. But doesn't clear its shadow, that's what I'm thinking of, until May 31st, my mother's birthday. Okay, so when it retrograded on April 21st, it did so at the world point at 15 degrees and 38 minutes of Taurus. Anything at 15 degrees of the fixed signs hits everybody. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And, you know, with Mercury retrograding at the world point, this also set off the total lunar eclipse from November 8th of last year. Things you were working on or situations that erupted at that time may have taken another expression during this past eclipse season. Perhaps you got completion or answers or more of the story. And it also set off the lunar eclipse that took place on May 5th at 14 degrees and 58 minutes of Scorpio, because it opposed within 2 minutes that lunar eclipse. Lots of information. Scorpio is the detective of the zodiac. And Mercury, Scorpio, not Mercury. Mercury is a trickster. It's a lot of things. A lot of things today, in my opinion. But Scorpio is the detective, among other things too. And, you know, now we have Pluto station retrograde on May 1st. That was the week of the lunar eclipse in Scorpio that occurred at the world axis, hitting everybody on May 5th. Then, let's see. Then we had, over the weekend, recently, we had the sun entered Gemini on May 21st, where it'll be through June 21st when we have the summer solstice. I will look at that later. I'm not even going to deal with that now. But this week, we have a Grand Cross. So we had Mars enter Leo on Saturday, which was the 13th, I think, right? No, the 20th. Okay, the 20th. What am I doing here? The 20th. And it's going to transit in Leo through July 10th. Right, you know, later that night on the 20th, it opposed Pluto. Those are both the rulers of Scorpio. You see a theme of the scorpionic, intense energy. The south node of karma is transiting in Scorpio through midsummer. Scorpio is the sign of release. The south node wants you to let go of things. Pluto stationed retrograde on the 1st of May. We felt the build-up 5 days before and 5 days after. Major departures, major beginnings, major reveals. Now we're out of eclipse season officially as of May 19th because we had the new moon in Taurus. Venus is out of bounds right now, so there's still over-the-top energy. There's lots of Venusian energy, although unfortunately my balcony, I'm really bummed because I love plants and all this Taurus energy and planting seeds and solar eclipse in Taurus, well, Aries Taurus. I still think it was partially Taurus, the one on April 20th. The weather, at least on the East Coast where I am, has been very inconsistent and again getting slammed by the eclipses. My garden is metaphoric of things that are dying. And it just got these plants, and I'm pretty good with plants. I'm not my mother's daughter in that regard. She had Venus and Mercury and Taurus, and she could grow anything. But I can keep them alive, basically, and that was not the case. So I'm going to get some more plants because I love plants, and this is a time to plant new seeds. But the Taurus energy, that's the theme, is about being creative. It's about, indulging your passion to create something of value. Jupiter, the luckiest planet, entered Taurus on May 16th. That's one of the key players in this week's Grand Cross, which I will explain in a minute. Jupiter is how you expand. It's how you seek higher wisdom. It's how you promote yourself. It's how you learn empirically. And Jupiter entered Taurus on May 16th, where it will transit through May 25th. Jupiter is now at the first degree of Taurus. It set off Mars today at, I believe it was at 1:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because now we've got, they just hit each other in the sky. And so they're clashing. When Mars entered Leo on the 20th, it opposed Pluto that day. And Pluto and Mars are the two combative planets of the zodiac. Mars is the modern ruler of Aries and is the ancient ruler of Scorpio, which is why a lot of people think Scorpio is a fire sign. Pluto is the higher octave of Mars. It's even much more intense, and it does not mess around. And Pluto and Mars are clashing. They're squaring Jupiter, which expands the energy. Jupiter is conjunct the north node of Karma, which is transiting in Taurus. And the south node of Karma is in Scorpio, and they're all four of these points are clashing. So that's heated energy. It can make you feel really, I'd say, emotional, because Scorpio is a very fiery yet emotional sign. And it can make you feel impulsive. Mars is no longer out of bounds, thank God, but it's still very combative, belligerent energy with Mars and Pluto in combat. Keep your head about you, slow down on the road. There could be road rage. There could be people going off. This is excellent for if you're with people that are interested in metaphysics, for doing some kind of a releasing ritual, doing something to heal. Maybe you guys are writing down some intentions of things, or blocks, things that you want to let go, and you write it down on a piece of paper. And Mars isn't out of bounds anymore. I remember doing that once in Sedona, and it was a person, and then the person was on my answering machine when I got back. That's another story. Sometimes we do that. We attract energy we're trying to repel. But focus on a way to release something that you're, trying to heal. This is excellent energy for doing that. Mars and Pluto really dig in and help you to face things that need to be faced. Scorpio is about blocked pain and blocked issues. Focus on that in order to empower. Don't be impulsive. Mars can be very impulsive. Pluto can be cruel. So be careful with this, but also think about what you want to transform. Scorpio is very transformative energy. Pluto is part of this Grand Cross, as is the south node of Karma in Scorpio. Jupiter is conjunct the north node in Taurus. That is ruled by Venus. What do you love? What do you want to create? How can you be creative? How can you add value to your life and to others? So there's a lot to work with in this time. Know that Mercury is still telling you lots of tales. It's stationed direct on May 14th, but it doesn't clear its shadow until May 31st, when it exceeds 15 degrees and 38 minutes of Taurus. So more secrets getting revealed, particularly with this Grand Cross energy. On Friday, there could be some significant things that arise. On the 26th, Mars sets off the nodes of fate, fated decisions. The nodes of fate are called just that. Don't be impulsive, but we've just been in eclipse season. A lot of things have gotten brought to light. A lot of major shifts already. Jupiter just changed signs. So, you may have a very important decision, but make sure you've thought it out. And really also prepare for June 1st when Jupiter meets up with the North Node of Karma. They are part of the Grand Cross. They are technically conjunct, but they will meet up at 3 degrees, and I believe it's 38 minutes, definitely 3 degrees of Taurus on June 1st. And that's the day that Venus becomes within her limits again. She no longer exceeds the sun's outer bounds. So use this energy to heal, to release. The weekend, a little fiery. Hopefully you're with people that you really can maybe, talk to and really, unload things that are bothering you, that you can, and reciprocate that favor. And Venus is in harmony with Uranus. That's nice. That's exciting energy. But on Sunday, the sun squares Saturn. That could be a little bit of a buzzkill. There could be delays. So prepare for that. There could be issues on the road, delays, accidents, etc. I don't mean to be a negative, but it's realistic. Take care and thank you.